What's good, everybody? It's your boy Days back again with another video. Welcome back to Progress Gaming. We're back with WWE 2K, doing the Bloodline Dynasty. This is part 3 of my experience. I'm gonna be real with y'all, okay? I am gonna be real with y'all. Make sure my mic is on. That Tamina match, that's bull crap. I'm gonna be real with y'all. That Tamina match was trash, and that's why I don't even got to record it. You know, so I'm glad I don't got that thing recorded because I did that thing 3 times. I even changed the difficulty. So that's how you know that thing is trash. So, anywho, other than that, y'all, we finna get into it. If you're new to the channel, like, comment, and subscribe. If you're new to Twitch, please subscribe to Twitch. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So, we got to do is taunt the opponent.
First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric match. The Usos and the New Day must be prepared for pain and punishment.
2 of the greatest tag teams ever. One of the best rivalries going today. It all comes to a head right now for these.
Let's restart this one, guys.
The cell door is locked. First of 2 Hell in a Cell matches tonight in Detroit. This is the 20th anniversary of this barbaric.
The early quick cover, title on the line.
No kicks out in time.
Letting it get down to the wire a little early.
The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag.
It's like we trying to taunt and they don't give it. This is why I say the time thing got to go away. That time thing got to go away, y'all.
This family. You win these, you make a case.
Remember, this match is under Tornado Tag Team rules. A 2-on-2 match where the pinfall submission has to happen inside the ring. In the Hell in a Cell. No tags, no countouts, no disqualification. The Usos and the New Day came into this.
Alright, so got that one. Let's see here. I want to pick a weapon out there. Press square.
Match expecting and prepared to raise the bar, raise the level of competition, and make history. This is going to be unforgettable.
Corey, a few weeks ago, we saw the New Day walk out of SmackDown as champs in a street fight. A match the Usos handpicked, but this environment is totally different.
There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I think the New Day played right into the Usos' hand when they selected this match. Jimmy and Jay have a street mentality. They're perfectly equipped to turn Hell in a Cell into the Uso penitentiary.
Just one right after the other can't be stopped.
I have a feeling the Usos' objective is to send the New Day to the hospital.
Well, 2 teams so familiar with each other,
Some innovation with weapons almost becomes a necessity.
from the middle rope.
It's the elbow. No holding back. That's the kind of risk you need to take to earn the title.
Look out. The Usos following the footsteps of many great family tag teams, the Steiner brothers, the head trainers, who, of course, Jay and Jimmy's own father was a member of.
It would be a very proud moment for the Anoa'i family if the Usos can capture their 5th tag team championship here. The apple doesn't fall far from the tree for Jay and Jimmy. Just a factory of elite specimens come from the Anoa'i blood.
And he comes in under the ropes now.
He wastes no time dodging the attack. Oh, jarring uppercut.
Caught with the elbow.
Tagged with a punch.
So many amazing matches between these 2 teams. They said it this past week on SmackDown. No matter where we are, we put on a show.
The Usos and New Day have a unified goal to raise the bar of tag team competition, to bring the division to a whole nother level. You know, in basketball, they talk about super teams. Well, these 2 teams are the proverbial super teams in WWE.
Boom. And an uppercut.
Looking for more damage here. Release back suplex. Ouch. Ooh. And a stop to the gut, too.
That no-nonsense attitude of the Usos being matched in kind there.
The power of positivity paying dividends for the New Day. Emphasis on power.
Coming back from the outside now. New Day refer to this as their power lineup when having Big E involved in there with Xavier Woods.
Big E, the obvious powerhouse of the group. Oh, nice. Schoolboy from behind. Cover!
But no, helping their teammate out there. Punch right in the head.
Tuck him out to me.
Champ left railing a little by that. Here we go for the championship. Jay taking his offense to the top rope.
Top rope.
Totally missed that one. Shoulders down to retain. Quick count out after one.
He's still got life in this matchup.
The challenger really taking it on the chin here.
Woods showing an aggression that won't be contained.
To be crowned champion. A defiant kick out after one.
Wow, I thought this was over.
Drops the hammer. Now the pin for the championship. Pin attempt broken.
Oh, my gosh.
A quick response to Jay's offense. We are witnessing a malicious string of attacks right now. Carried in a jeopardizing position here.
Put down face first.
The champion taking a task here.
At this point in the match, there's no time to recover. The damage is done.
Yeah.
Returning back to the ring. Lariat. The Usos and the New Day had such a back and forth.
Oh, okay. So I can switch. Okay, I like this. Switch controls between your members. Okay.
Competition within the tag team division. You can just look at these teams' title reigns, their dominance.
It tells you. Inside cradle.
Oh, look at this small package. Kick out after one from the challenger.
All the punishment he's taken, and yet he's still in this match.
Looked in.
Oh, my God, a small package driver. Could be game over for the Usos. The champion's shot is palpable. The champion.
Usos and New Day going at it inside Hell in a Cell. And Jey Uso set outside the ring, and now the New Day on the attack. Big E, as aggressive as I've ever seen him here tonight. And Xavier Woods now with toys, kendo sticks in hand.
And it's about to get more aggressive, more vicious, more barbaric. I've never seen this vicious of a side from the New Day. It's what Hell in a Cell does to you.
Oh, now with the kendo sticks, Xavier Woods unloading. Well, you're saying it, Byron. Hell in a Cell makes you do some awful things. Just attempting to survive, attempting to win.
Do whatever you want. Punish however you want. Right now, that seems to be the mission statement of the New Day in order to retain the SmackDown Tag Team titles.
And that's what it's about, proving you're the best in one of the most insane environments in WWE today. The New Day have just changed the whole complexion of this match. I don't know if I've seen New Day go to these lengths before.
Well, no time to be a jovial bunch when you're in a cell, Michael. Tonight, it's not about entertaining. It's about putting your...
Okay, so let's see here.
Sworn enemy to rest for good.
Has the champ pin. Is this it? Releasing the pin. He's adding insult to injury.
Drop kick to the face. Title in the balance with the pin. He's already done so much damage. What else could he want to do?
And here he is, heading back into the ring. Devastating kick. Knee palm right on the cheekbone. Ooh. Champ's down. This one, why on earth would he give up the pin?
He's got bad intentions.
Out of the ring, still surrounded by the hell that is the steel structure. He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring.
He's looking to unload on his opponent with that kendo stick.
Not a good spot to be in.
Bringing a steel chair into play here.
Jimmy saw it coming. The Usos and the New Day have been trading title reigns for the majority of the year now. This, the contractual rematch for the Usos. If they lose, the Usos won't get another opportunity for the titles as long as the New Day are champs.
And just being around the Usos, it's not only about winning the tag team titles, it's about stripping the New Day of everything that made them popular with the WWE Universe. It's about making sure the New Day never competes again. It's never been just about the title, Saxton. It's about these two teams wanting to claim supremacy for themselves.
Moving out from the ring closer to those towering walls of the cell.
I guess he thinks the one thing missing in this match is a steel chair.
Keeps his team alive. What a save. Oh, what a chop.
That'll light you up. Seen a few blows land above the neck. Looking to tee off with that kendo stick. Best to get out of his way.
Bring your butt back in the ring. Get him in the ring. Get him in the ring.
Headed back into the ring.
What impact! Right in the kisser.
Got them off their feet here.
Down in a hurry. Oh, watch out. There's a seat for your face. Top rope. So splashed by Jay. Will that be enough to win the titles? Rocket kick. It's been getting
late pin. Championship on the line.
I guess he doesn't think he's done enough damage to put this one away yet.
I guess it was time to switch gears.
What is he doing? Oh, man. Swing on sight and don't stop swinging till it's over. The Usos being relentless.
To decide the championship. He puts an end to the pin there. Off the rope.
Face first with a waistlock takedown. Drop kick right on point.
And there's another focused attack to his head. Making his way to the top here.
Top rope. Splash! Innovative offense from the cover. New champion coming.
Something of a cocky decision, him just stopping
Hit Big E. He's a hit Big E with a...
in the pin like that. And the action is shifted now into that dangerous area between the ring and the walls of the cell. Oh, he flips that around. Oh, what an uppercut.
So impactful. Boom! Punch! Popped right in the face.
Jimmy and Big E slugging it out middle of the ring. This has been a vicious, brutal match between two of the great tag teams today.
Here comes Jey Uso into the fray alongside of his brother.
Bang! Double super kick.
And the Usos now looking for that patented Uso splash from the top rope.
Uso splash! The cover to win the tag team titles, and Woods handcuffs it all, breaks it up.
At the last possible second, Xavier Woods saving this match for his team.
Credit to Woods for his never say die attitude, but Xavier Woods is outgunned right now.
And look at Woods still fighting back.
Yeah, with the handcuffs, using the handcuffs as a weapon.
That's smart.
And Woods now down. And trying to still fight back. What heart from Xavier Woods.
That Hart may not have much more fight left. Jimmy and Jey back up to the top one more time.
Uso splash in stereo. The cover. The Usos win the tag team titles.
The last gameplay I did with, well, I didn't record it, but one for Tamina, no, get that out the game. This is how Showcase should go. Hey.
Next on our showcase is someone who wasn't born into this family, but has put in the time and more than earned her spot. She's always happy to leave haters in the rear view, and when she enters the room, you will undoubtedly feel the glow. Of course, I'm talking about Naomi, who many of you may know has reigned as Jimmy Uso's wife and queen for over 10 years. There's the old saying that behind every good man is an even better woman. And this could not ring more true than Naomi, who I will say is an absolute treasure. Jimmy will frequently speak during old Bloodline planning sessions about how much her support and love drove him to improve as a superstar, always stressing her importance not only to the WWE Women's Division, but to his career and his life as well. In the ring, there is no denying Naomi's skills. The former women's tag team and two-time SmackDown Women's Champion has the mental tenacity to push through the toughest part of any match and possesses breathtaking physical skills. Naomi uses her dancing background to constantly innovate with her offense, resulting in some of the most beautiful moves you will ever. You're on the receiving end of them. Naomi is an inspiration to so many of our younger members of the WWE Universe, showing a new generation that anything is possible if you just put in the work and never stop believing in yourself. Naomi has battled against the very best in the women's division, taking on foes like Charlotte Flair, Bayley, Shayna Baszler, and Io Sky.
My favorite moment of Naomi was when she won the title in her hometown, Orlando, at WrestleMania.
To compete against that caliber and maintain the level of success that Naomi has for her entire WWE career is something worth, shall I dare say, acknowledging. Naomi has even teamed with fellow family member Tamina through the years, proving the family you choose can often be the most important. And in true Uso fashion, Naomi shows an unrelenting desire to win, to achieve greatness, and to dominate her opposition. Many mistake her smile as a sign of kindness, but they quickly realize their mistake as Naomi unleashes a flurry of kicks, flies at them with moonsaults from all angles, and then ties them up in knots. Naomi is having fun, but Naomi is never playing. And now, we take you back to the 2020 edition of Super Showdown, which saw Naomi challenge Bayley for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unfortunately, a ridiculously lax referee decided it was just fine for Bayley to basically do whatever the hell she wanted.
Bayley, oh my gosh, she's trapping Naomi's legs in her shirt.
And Naomi wound up suffering an embarrassing loss after Bayley used wardrobe to her advantage. Well, Bayley, we can pretty much guarantee that trick won't work again. This is your chance to help guide Naomi to a third SmackDown Women's Championship, and to do it by defeating one of the greatest competitors WWE has ever seen. Your wise man has nothing but respect and admiration for Bayley's abilities, but those abilities are eclipsed by Naomi's extraordinary trinity: smarts, strength, and aerial attacks that should give all of you everything you need to get the win and the title.
Gentlemen, it's glow time!
I got an idea, Saxton. Why don't you glow home?
No, I cannot, Corey. When asked earlier this week about this matchup, Naomi said it is an honor to be here, an honor to make history, because for the first time ever, a women's championship will be defended in Saudi Arabia.
Naomi certainly has momentum on her side, and as we've seen in recent weeks, it appears as though Bayley has at least a healthy respect for Naomi.
Well, so much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. You think back to Naomi being the winner of the inaugural WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal, being the first African-American SmackDown Women's Champion, and tonight, once again, an opportunity to make history in her career.
And gentlemen, when Bayley was asked about this history-making match tonight, she said, of course I'm part of this, because history is made by winners. And I'm going to become a role model for everyone here tonight in Saudi Arabia and for everyone around the entire world.
I asked Bayley her thoughts on this match, and she said, new country, same sheep. Bayley is nothing if not confident headed into this match.
Oh, and everything you just said is indicative of the new attitude, the new personality of Bayley.
Bayley has been SmackDown Women's Champion for a record-setting 279 days. She's won every title available in WWE. The NXT Women's Championship, the Raw Women's Championship, the two-time SmackDown Women's Champion, a Tag Team Champion, a Money in the Bank winner. Bayley's accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beat Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi and a huge pressure on the champion.
What an exciting moment for both of these competitors tonight, but once the bell rings, it's down to business. The SmackDown Women's Championship is on the line.
The following contest, scheduled for one fall, is for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Introducing the challenger from Orlando, Florida, Naomi. And her opponent from San Jose, California, she is the SmackDown Women's Champion, Bayley.
For the first time ever, we have a women's championship match here in the Middle East, in Saudi Arabia. Bayley against Naomi. Will Bayley's record-setting reign end here tonight?
All right. Let's see what I got to do.
Guys, a very important component of this match. Bayley has won every title available in WWE. Bayley has accomplished it all. But the one thing Bayley has never done in her career, she's never beaten Naomi.
And believe me, that is a huge point of confidence for Naomi. And a huge pressure on Bayley.
Yeah, but Bayley thrives under pressure. Her resume speaks for itself.
On a flying forearm smash. We've said it time and time again. Naomi may be the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Yeah, Naomi wants to depend on athletic maneuvers, while Bayley wants to be more methodical and fight a more classic wrestling style.
Oh, Enziguri. Naomi's heading up top. From the top rope.
Look out below! Completely throwing self-preservation out the window.
I don't know how your mind would even think about doing that.
Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by surprise.
The challenger being the aggressor here, but remember, the title can only be won by pin. Fall or submit. These two going strike for a strike, it seems. Oh, ouch. Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground. Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here. WWE Universe appreciating these athletes going all around. Each exchange just sapping the energy from these two.
Big flying forearm.
Kick lands.
Damn. Damn.
For the victory! And she's not done yet. Still in it. Boom! And I think it was you, Byron, who asked Bayley if she changed. And she's...
We can restart this thing because
Bayley versus Naomi. SmackDown Women's Championship on the line.
So much of Naomi's career has been predicated on making history. And tonight, she has the opportunity to make even more history.
Naomi's got plenty of momentum coming into this match and is feeling mighty confident herself.
Naomi has tested her mettle in recent weeks, as the road to this championship opportunity was a difficult one. Needed to defeat former SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella. We know Naomi has a heavy desire to become a three-time Women's Champ.
Taking flight. What?
From ring post to ringside, risking it all paid off. Naomi going for broke. And this high-risk offense from the challenger might be catching the champion by slugging it out toe-to-toe now.
This match is just evolving right before our very eyes.
I really hope it doesn't get more hazardous than this.
Big shots being fired right now. Now the competitor letting up. The fight is on, and it's furious.
Don't bring the fight over here.
Better clear out, guys.
Oh, God. We've said it time and time again. Naomi may be the most athletic woman we've ever seen compete here in WWE.
Perched up top.
Reversal by Bayley. The pin for the championship. She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
Just using the adrenaline to stay in the match. We're no closer to a winner. Are we going to see it? There it is. Can she take much more? Maneuvers herself out. Oh, that'll leave a mark. Haymaker after haymaker. Boom.
Looking a little dazed here.
Trying to chop her down with a low kick.
Stiff kick.
Bayley having every reason to be confident heading into this matchup. 279 days as champion.
To the 2 count.
Bayley looking to end this. This might do it. Hooked up. That's it. The title's going nowhere.
What just... I can't.
Agreed, Saxton. Looks like there's no limit to how much damage this superstar could absorb.
And after a devastating...
No, let's roll up.
And she decides to back off for the moment.
Kick to the body.
And Naomi has been quick to take to social media lately, reminding everybody that Bayley has never beaten her one-on-one.
Yeah, not so subtle reminder to Bayley, who has been very insulting, very humiliating to a lot of people in WWE.
And that attitude is why Naomi wants to dethrone Bayley, take the SmackDown Women's Championship away from her, and maybe humble Bayley a little bit.
Boom, what a kick.
Drop kick. Oh, great height.
All right, so now we got throw it to the ring, while in the ring, successfully attack, grapple, and dive at your opponent. So
And Naomi keeping Bayley on her toes, pushing the pace on the champion.
Naomi moving fast, showing that superior athleticism. Bayley might not be able to keep up here. Boom!
No.
High risk, cross body. Went straight to the outside and landed right on the target.
A textbook example of, look out!
A slingshot cross body.
all right, got that out the way. While in the ring, successfully attack, grapple.
Caution to the wind, and it paid off big time.
And now she delivers her back into the ring. Comes crashing down. And Naomi has taken the upper hand.
And Naomi continues to somehow have Bayley's
Taking flight.
What a splash.
and she's tracking her opponent. Might be ready to put her away. Sunset flip applied.
Not done there.
There it is.
It is. It's locked in.
Oh, Bayley. A couple of knees and then another one, and that'll force the break. Byron, you talked a lot about this change in Bayley and how people can't believe that this is the type of person she's turned into.
Well, it comes down to career frustration. Bayley is...
Okay, so...
frustrated with her career progression. The way things were when she was hugging and smiling.
It's not about frustration, Saxton. It's about realization. Bayley realized she never got the respect that she deserves from the WWE Universe.
Gets driven into the corner.
She's vulnerable. Up on the top turnbuckle. And here we go. Championship's on the line. Naomi's got Bayley in trouble up on the top rope. This could be Naomi's moment.
Smart move by Bayley, protecting her title and going to the eyes.
Oh, what a kick. Bayley is down and in trouble.
Quick thinking by Naomi, looking to close this one out.
Nobody home. Bayley wisely moves out of harm's way. What's Bayley trying to do here?
What the? I think Bayley's trying to trap Naomi's legs in Naomi's own shirt.
A great counter by Naomi. Naomi ducks underneath, and we got a standoff. Great match so far.
Well, Bayley thought.
All right. Hit her with the rear end. Okay. Yeah.
She had Naomi, but the challenger was ready.
Well, the champion has to find a new strategy in a hurry.
Oh, drop kick. Bayley is now under pressure.
Naomi picking up the pace against Bayley and keeping her all out of sorts. Getting up, but she has no idea she's in the crosshairs. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right on the mark. Rear view by Naomi. They just got as bad as it took for the champ.
Here is your winner, and the new SmackDown Women's Champion, Naomi.
Bayley's stranglehold on the SmackDown Women's Championship has ended. The Glow era has begun.
Bayley was as aggressive in this match as she's ever been, but Naomi's confidence and athleticism were just too much for Bayley to contend with.
History made in the Middle East.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next 2 superstars in our showcase, none of this would be possible. Because without Afa and Sika, without the Wild Samoans, there truly is no dynasty. While it was their father who made the blood oath with High Chief Peter Maivia, it was Afa and Sika who built the family up, training generations of relatives, all with the single goal of becoming the best professional wrestler on the face of the planet. And while the two would together be WWE Hall of Famers, based solely on their work as trainers and cultivators of the next generation, their in-ring successes only add to their immortality. Afa and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans, accompanied by Captain Lou Albano, the trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present to you the honor of walking in the famed footsteps of the Wild Samoans, finding a tag team in WWE's long and storied history that we felt would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want?
What we want, Paul?
Put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time.
Who?
Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys. And if we're going to go that far, let's do it in a tables match. Showcase that savage brutality that made both teams the eternal legends we know them to be. No pinfalls, no submissions, no rules. Just be the team that avoids being put through the table, and you will emerge victorious. And with these four men, you better believe that things are going to get extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afa and Sika. And then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive, brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
By Captain Lou Albano and a combined weight of 645 pounds. Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Alpha and Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Alpha and Sika's faces, I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the Lion's Den.
Here's the bell, and it's the... Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley, the Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen, ready to get the tables and get downright savage.
Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical. A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it'll take for the Dudley Boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior.
Now, that was a very questionable attack. I think it goes beyond any gray area.
And on that exchange, it looked like Devon lost some focus.
Alpha coming at him with incredible intensity.
Now, these are obviously two juggernaut tag teams clashing, but this is also a match that clearly favors one team over the other. Be honest, Corey, do you think the Wild Samoans really have a chance in this one?
This is the Dudleys' wheelhouse, Cole. No team knows more about excelling in a tables match than Devon and Bubba Ray. The Wild Samoans have a lot of unbridled aggression working in their favor, but ultimately, they're up against the Masters.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, and I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they'll just keep on dishing out punishment, expecting a bell to eventually ring.
Wrong into a neck breaker. I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that. Nothing fancy there.
Some showboating from Sika here. And he now slides back into the ring.
Saw it coming. It counters it.
Nasty kick to the face.
He's climbing the turnbuckles to the top. Looking for something big on the top.
Elbow drop. Hot dog. Into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
The Wild Samoans just completely wrecking the Dudley Boys in there.
Oh, right to the throat. Bang! He finds a counter.
Punch right in the head.
Oh, man.
Devon creates an opening.
Boom, running STO plants.
Nicely done.
Gets slammed down.
Samoans. It's like they have a one-track mind towards savage brutality. They for sure answer yes to every question that makes up a scary tag team. Yes, they're rough. Yes, they're tough. Yes, they will maim. Yes, they will hurt. And yes, they will not stop. In full control here. Face full of time. And the Dudley Boys remain the kings of the tables match.
Here are your winners, Bubba Ray and Devon.
Ladies and
was
gentlemen,
this?
if it weren't for the next...
Guys, this is going to be a great one. Two-on-two tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys, taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality. Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do best. But the last thing Alpha and Sika want to do is rush headfirst into a table. After all, that's exactly how you lose.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans, like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it would take for the Dudley Boys to have control of it.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back. Right to the throat. Taking to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
Ooh, direct headshot. Just sickening. Oh, my God.
He looks defenseless as he struggles to get his bearings.
Such a peculiar look coming from the Wild Samoans, as if they have no control of their animalistic behavior. Corey, here we go. Crash and burn.
Oh, no. Decided to take a leap of faith and paid the price.
Oh, my.
Nothing fancy there.
And that shot just busted him open. Blood flowing now.
Devon now lacking any signs of resistance.
And the Wild Samoans aren't going to let the Dudley Boys take over in this match. He wants this fight on the outside.
And enters back into the ring.
Forearm club.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become...
Popped up. And it is indeed time for Devon to get the tables.
And this one might be headed ringside.
Does the official not see him removing the turnbuckle pad?
Keep your voice down. Down to opponent. And a double axe handle smash.
Headbutt to the gut. His body is showing the effects of this match.
I think we're about to see a body go through a table real soon.
Oh, man, he's got him in the crosshairs.
From the top.
He's able to counter that. Papa and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common in most wrestlers' courts. The kings of the tables match.
Don't.
Here are your winners, Bubba Ray and Devon.
Come on, bro. We can do this, man.
Here's the bell, and it's the Wild Samoans, Alpha and Sika, taking on Devon and Bubba Ray Dudley. The Dudley Boys.
Two sets of brothers, two sets of absolute madmen.
ready to get the tables and get downright savage. Bringing a new definition to the term sibling rivalry. This one will get extremely physical.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley Boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them. Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans to a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley Boys' legacy even further. I mean, come on. Who bites someone? You got to do whatever it takes, Saxton.
Heading to ringside now. He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about. Going outside. What's he got planned here?
Bubba making it loud and clear for his opponent tonight.
And the Wild Samoans always have that gaze in their eyes, that look that makes you question their understanding of their surroundings.
Yeah, I have to wonder if Alpha and Sika are even aware of what the tables are for. I'm afraid they're ground attack through the air and connects. Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there. Readjusting the furniture. We know how this ends.
What a headbutt. Vicious. And nothing could save Bubba Ray from that attack.
Yeah, that's Sika putting his in-ring acumen to good use.
German suplex. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they
On the apron.
sent crashing into our desk.
Yeah, we might want to think about moving out of here. I see how it is. Going to take any shortcut to bypass a clean competition. Hey, there's nothing wrong with a shortcut, Saxton.
A reversal. Well scouted. Step behind there.
Devon looking to push the advantage after that. Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle. Oh! Scoop slam.
Papa and Sika, both individuals that compete barefooted. Not something common of most wrestlers, Corey, but it is actually very customary in the Samoan wrestling heritage.
It's how they train. It's how they live in the Isle of Samoa. And no one delays a fight just to put some boots on. Samoans are ready for battle at the drop of a hat. Grabbing items from under the ring is perfectly within the duties of being a manager. My God. Hot tub. Into the Samoan drop. Incredible. Alpha and Sika might have just shown us.
And here we go.
The Boston, ready to power out of the Boston crowd. Oh, my goodness. As we set up in the corner of the ring, the adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side. Oh, what a forearm.
The Dudley Boys came in tonight knowing they had to turn up the dial, had to match Alpha and Sika's level of aggression. Bubba Ray and Devon know they have to be extreme as they can be.
Yeah, but what the Dudleys call extreme, the Wild Samoans just call regular old Tuesday. Alpha and Sika are just a different breed of wrestling. Look, I don't care who you are. You could be King Kong or a kaiju. It's going to be curtains for you if you're on the receiving side of a Wild Samoan headbutt from the top rope. And it is indeed time for Devon to get the table.
Slides under the ropes, back into the ring.
Ooh, nasty shot to the throat.
Wards out that offense from Bubba.
Lift off. Whoa, look out. From all the way up. Wasted no time flying out to the floor.
He's looking for an implement of destruction under the ring. Sika just beat the Dudley Boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.
Basically, here's the kicker. I get over there, we have a discussion. Mike is up. Look, you need to find out where Mike is, or me and you gonna have a problem. Bro, why is it coming to this? What's all this hostility and bad energy for? First of all, ain't no bro around here. It's cuz. Respect that. Okay, cuz. You gonna get involved. You came to me. Okay, hold it. This is a lot going on. You're acting like you're scared of him or something like that. Why does it need to take you and all of these people to go after Mike? Scared? What did you just say to me? Scared of who? Get your hands out your pockets. Scared of Mike? Ain't nobody scared of Mike. Mike's soft. You gonna put one of his hands on my partner? You need to find out where Mike is. Me and you gonna have a problem. Spit on me. All right. And wipe it off. All right. I got you. Find out where Mike is. Me and you gonna have a problem. All right.
Hold on, y'all. On Facebook right now. Hold on. Oops. All right. So yeah, we beat it. Next match. Let's go.
From the very moment he arrived as the enforcer of the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa has taken every brutal, savage element of his predecessors and refined them into a near-perfect smashing machine. Even in the year before his arrival, Solo raised eyebrows and garnered buzz while competing in NXT. But nobody could have predicted just how smoothly his transition to the main roster would go. And before I go on any further, let me make one thing perfectly clear. I'm only saying what I'm saying about Solo Sikoa because I am a wise man. I'm a professional. And because I'm being handsomely compensated for my stellar work as your host of the WWE 2K25 Showcase. I haven't forgotten what Solo Sikoa and his rogue bloodline did to me. But I also know better than to let personal feelings hinder your professional endeavors. So with that being said, since his arrival at Clash at the Castle in 2022, Solo Sikoa has consistently been involved in WWE's biggest moments and biggest matches. He's been victorious in War Games. He's repeatedly enforced the Bloodline's will to maintain Roman Reigns' status as undisputed WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
I brought Solo in as an insurance policy. Solo was here to protect me. Solo was here to maintain the promised land. He's violent. He's strong, he's fast, he's all those things. And he betrayed me. Any man who would betray me must be a very dangerous man.
Solo defeated John Cena. Solo elected to betray your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, in an attempt to bestow upon himself the title of tribal chief. When I refused to acknowledge Solo as my tribal chief, you are not my tribal. He, Tamatonga, Tongaloa, and Jacob Fatu put me through a table in Madison Square Garden. And that led to opportunities to compete for the undisputed WWE Heavyweight Championship. It's led to more visibility with Solo's rogue bloodline ruling over SmackDown. Every choice Solo made only furthered his standing in WWE. He has the bloodlust of the wild Samoans, the brutality of his cousin Yokozuna, and the single-minded focus of Roman Reigns, all rolled into one. There is no question. The future is his for the taking, and that he will be champion many times over, and that he may set records of his own before it's all said and done. Few men have so quickly served notice to all of WWE in the manner that Solo Sikoa has done. Whether you want to acknowledge him or not is irrelevant. One way or another, Solo Sikoa forces you to do just that, or you will suffer severe consequences. One by one, each and every single superstar on the WWE roster is going to find that out. Solo will make sure of it. I, of course, will simply await any and every opportunity for your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, to teach Solo some manners. Until that happens, though, we are taking you back to the one-year anniversary special for NXT 2.0, which saw then North American champion Carmelo Hayes, and indeed, he is him, issue an open challenge. Unfortunately for the future superstar, it was to be answered by Solo Sikoa, and things went as well for Hayes as you can probably guess. Showcase the unrelenting fury that has made Solo Sikoa nearly unstoppable and defeat Carmelo Hayes to earn Solo his first championship victory. It won't be easy against Carmelo, especially when he has Trick Williams watching his back. And if you make one mistake against the champ, he'll take his shot and most likely hit nothing but net.
Here comes the A-Champ.
I don't like how they did this NXT arena. Like, if you see NXT on TV, the stands is like connected to the stage and stuff. It's not like that in the game and stuff, so I don't really like this stuff.
Accompanied by Trick Williams, he is the NXT North American Champion, Carmelo Hayes.
Like that part right there. That part right there.
Mello and Trick looking
There
so
should be some
pleased
stands
with
right there.
themselves after attacking Wes Lee.
NXT
go on that side. Should be some
2.0
stands
celebrating
right
its
there.
first anniversary, all thanks to amazing talent like this man. Hayes
Some
has
stands
a look
and
right
things.
now. He probably thinks he's getting the night off and another day on his North American title reign. Well, after what Mello and Trick just did to Wes Lee, who's going to have the guts to step up and take Lee's place?
What? This place is shaking.
We never thought we'd see Sikoa again.
His opponent, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing in at 250 pounds, Solo Sikoa!
And Solo is dressed to fight, too. I really didn't think we'd see him again.
We saw him at Clash of the Castle 10 days ago where he cost Drew McIntyre the WWE Universal Championship.
Well, as far as I'm personally concerned, Sikoa isn't welcome around here. Mello needs the night off.
Well, Mello talks about wearing the biggest crown in the WWE, but it's Sikoa who sits at the biggest table in WWE.
Well, he wasn't exactly invited to sit at this table now, was he? We said to expect the unexpected. Is this title match going to happen?
Now, this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next.
Thank goodness. Mello had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee. But Mello and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Mello-bration and getting a real match. And I would have never expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline on SmackDown, and now he's in the main event of NXT. Can the Bloodline get even more gold tonight?
You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this. And they're going shot for shot, blow for blow. Boom! Neither competitor is backing down.
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Oh! They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this. Oh! Sikoa taking command, and Mello is obviously still in shock about this impromptu match.
What impressive determination from both competitors, keeping at each other no matter what. Did you see Mello's reaction when Sikoa
Down the line of the schoolboy, shoulders are down.
for the title, new champ? He ends the pin attempt for some reason.
Solid punch. Each shot landing with a little bit more venom. Boom. Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this. The willpower, the sheer guts of these two.
Ooh. This is a war of attrition with neither superstar wanting to be the one who surrenders. Oh, what a headbutt. On the mark. Super kick. Ouch. Sikoa just absolutely laid waste to Melo. Can Solo win the title?
Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head.
Melo has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face-to-face with a man who has a seat at the biggest table in WWE.
Well, both men have earned their status thus far, that's for sure.
And oh my God, what a forearm!
Right to the jaw.
Carmelo showing that he's not phased. Surprised or not, he's ready for Sikoa. Solo reverses and looks to capitalize. Oof, soul kick.
Let me point out that this is brutally unfair to the A-Champ. He prepared for Wes Lee or a night off. Now he's not getting either? This is ridiculous. The advantage is clearly in the hands of Solo Sikoa, who's had something up his sleeve all night.
Well, you think Melo is regretting the attack on Wes Lee earlier tonight?
Hayes regrets nothing. Don't you dare second-guess the A-Champ, Saxton. Clothesline! Just remember that attacks to the head like that can build up quickly.
And Sikoa sent toward the ropes, and Carmelo Hayes with a kick right to the midsection. Melo taking it to Sikoa here.
The power of Solo just a little too much for the A-Champ in this instance.
What a chop.
Trademark viciousness. Lack of mercy. That's what Solo Sikoa is all about.
Into the corner. Big splash by Sikoa. Melo in trouble. Sikoa. Trick Williams making sure Melo got out of harm's way. Well, at least momentarily.
Yeah, momentarily is right. Sikoa continuing to inflict more punishment on the champ.
And Hayes takes out Williams on the outside. Solo standing strong.
Solo not allowing the presence of Trick Williams to distract him.
Up high.
Now the foresight to get out of that one. Trick Williams cheering on Carmelo Hayes. You cannot deny the impact Trick has had since he joined his childhood friend's side.
Yeah, that decision to bring Trick Williams into NXT 2.0 changed the trajectory of Carmelo Hayes' career. Trick told Melo 12 months ago, forget about pandering to the NXT universe, just focus on yourself. And that was the day that Melo truly became the A-Champ.
We saw Solo Sikoa join the Bloodline just 10 days ago. But this bond between Melo and Trick might be even thicker than blood. Less and less time remaining on the count.
Melo didn't miss there. Can he retain? Melo has weathered the storm and has shown he's ready for Sikoa.
Sliding back in under the ropes here. He's able to beat the count just in time.
Oh, I think the ring just moved.
You got to be impressed by both Solo Sikoa and Carmelo Hayes. They've taken NXT 2.0 by storm over the last year.
Yeah, since the shift to NXT. Rearing way back. Samoan spike. Could that be enough to gain the title? Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Oh. Carmelo Hayes with a suplex into a cover.
That is how a true champion defends their title.
Not even a 2 count. What unbelievable power.
Unbelievable. Kick out at 1.
Unbelievable. More like inhuman.
And you got to think that all the plans are out the window
way to celebrate a year of NXT 2.0. Two of its brightest stars going to war for the North America.
Looking to end this thing. Can they step through? Yes. Boston Crab.
Trying to free himself, trips the ankle, and he's out. And kicks off his opponent.
Trick Williams has been quite the difference maker for Carmelo Hayes over the last year. How many times has Williams helped Hayes and saved that North American title?
Yeah, but 10 days ago, Solo Sikoa did the same thing for Roman Reigns when he attacked Drew McIntyre at Clash at the Castle. Sikoa has blood on his hands, too.
Super kick.
Solo proving just how dangerous he can be there.
Channeling all his energy.
Winding up. Boom! Samoan spike. That might have just sealed the deal.
Come on, did you really need to stop the pin like this?
For the harsher equalizers.
Oof, that can knock you out.
What a main event this has been for the one-year anniversary of NXT 2.0.
And without this rebranding, Solo Sikoa may have never had the opportunity to show the world what he can do. Big uppercut rocks the jaw of Carmelo Hayes. Ripped out of the corner.
Looking to put him away, and now Trick Williams up on the apron, causing a distraction.
Trick paying dividends. Ooh. First 48. And that could be the turning point for the North American champion.
Oh, Samoa dropped by Sikoa. Cover now for the win. Hayes kicks it too.
And Williams once again on the apron. You can see how concerned Trick Williams is that Carmelo Hayes' championship hopes, might be fading away. Super kick drops Williams. Hayes picked out of the sky. In for Carmelo Hayes. Trick is out. Carmelo is dazed. Here's your chance, Solo. The title could be yours.
Sikoa is going up top.
From the top, Samoan Splash by Solo Sikoa. The challenger comes up big. Winding up. There's a Samoan spike.
Makes the cover.
He might be moments away from crowning a new... What the? Sikoa is the new champion.
Here is your winner, and new NXT North American Champion, Solo Sikoa.
Solo is your new champion. And is the North American title now going to SmackDown? This has to be the most unpredictable era in WWE history.
You know Sikoa was given his marching orders from the head of the table. Don't leave NXT without the gold. Well, mission accomplished for the newest member of the Bloodline. As Melo would say, if you call your shot, you better make it. Solo took the shot, hit the shot, and now he's the new North American champion.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase, and these fantasy matchups like Offensica versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I remember that. I remember that day.
Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title when Seth Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank and stole the main event, the match, and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years, the greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
The big question as we kick off Royal Rumble, will Roman survive tonight?
Well, the man who's walking down the aisle here in front of 44,000 plus is the greatest champion of all time, transcending the business. And tonight, it's personal. For 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated everyone. And luckily for Roman, he's had a special counsel and his cousins to help him keep cool, keep focused, and concentrate on the business at hand.
Now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside. And without those calming forces, Corey, cracks started to form last night in Roman's armor.
No telling how Roman's going to handle things on his own. It's been years since he competed on his own, but that's the situation we're seeing right now for the Tribal Chief. In recent weeks, Seth Rollins touched on the one thing that Roman Reigns has not been able to get over: the dissolution of the Shield at the hands of Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns is a loyal man, a family man, and what Seth Rollins did to his family was cowardly in the eyes of the head of the table, the Tribal Chief, the man who is blessed by the gods of sports entertainment.
Corey, on SmackDown last night, we saw one thing that we haven't seen out of Roman Reigns. We saw Roman Reigns lose his cool.
Look at this. Even more mind games from Rollins. As we heard that music pop right there, the Shield, you can't help but have a little nostalgia. You can't help but think back to the glory days of when the Shield would go to town, beating everybody down. Until that man right there, Seth freaking Rollins, decided to tear it apart.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well. He knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion. He knew there was one thing that Reigns will never get over, and that is that Seth Rollins chose to end the Shield.
The infamous blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair many years ago, which broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Well, tonight, Rollins will use that to get in the head of the champ and win the Universal title.
The following contest.
It's been interesting watching Reigns throughout these introductions, muttering to himself at times, huh? Bell rings and the WWE Universal title is on the line. Roman Reigns over 500 days as Universal Champion, but nobody has been in his head like his old brother-in-arms, Seth Rollins.
Well, Seth freaking Rollins tore that brotherhood apart 8 years ago, and we can now see that the Tribal Chief never truly recovered from that night. Well, speaking of family, the Usos have been banned from ringside, and last month, Roman fired Heyman from the Bloodline. So right now, the head of the table needs to win without any allies by his side.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the Bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on.
Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
The power and rage of the Tribal Chief is just overwhelming Rollins here.
Ooh, he fends that off. Even before Seth put his gear on, he came into this match with a clear-cut advantage.
You're right, Cole. 1 week ago on SmackDown, Seth Rollins and Kevin Owens defeated the Usos. As a result, Jimmy and Jay are barred from ringside.
It was an all-or-nothing move, as Rollins would have lost his title opportunity had that match gone the other way. It just proves that Seth freaking Rollins will take every freaking risk to win. Reigns seems to be taking just a little bit more pleasure than he usually does as he piles on the attacks. The disdain he has for Rollins is off the charts. And Reigns unleashes the Superman punch.
Absolutely laid Rollins out. And now Reigns can finally overcome his former Shield brother.
What a headbutt.
Vicious. I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the...
Oh, and Rollins! Here comes Seth! Sling blade!
Rollins in complete control.
Defiant counter to Reigns. What a counter!
Roman managing to get some control back now.
But will that prove to be the chance he needs in this match?
Roman being the aggressor.
And you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
Lifted and completely helpless here.
Roman with his opponent across his own shoulders and driven down with a flapjack.
I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take the years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins...
Oh, schoolboy! Shoulders down here! The rope saving.
Well spotted by our official.
Seth's vulnerable here.
And there's the Uranagi.
Planted them. Rollins getting worked on here.
Right now, Seth is unable to evade Roman's offense.
And he gets set back into the ring. Using the elbow as a weapon.
Here we go. It's popping off. Oof. Slugging away with everything they've got.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe.
Slugging away with everything they've got. So much pride, so much resiliency on display.
Both absolutely drained, but both refusing to give up.
Rollins pulling out all the stops early. Roman Reigns needs to kick into higher gear to catch back up. Calculating the next move here. Oklahoma slam! Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
What a counter by Rollins. Misses the target.
Step aside, avoiding damage.
The stop has been so effective for Rollins, but he might have an even more dangerous move this night with the pedigree.
Indeed, the pedigree made famous by a man who's been part of the story since the beginning. Triple H, the man who manipulated Rollins into turning on the Shield, became something of a father figure for Rollins.
And judging by the cerebral approach Rollins has taken tonight, he indeed knows how to play the game.
Set straight into the barricade.
We could see a count out here.
Making way toward the top rope.
I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now. Superman punch!
And Reigns unleashed absolutely everything he had on Rollins there. Got him in the corner now.
Superman punch!
And a spear! Did the champ just close this out? He's waiting for him to rise to deliver something devastating.
And there's the takedown.
Roman's on a roll here.
Any of Rollins' defenses have been pegged.
Dropping the elbow.
Mount, uh-oh.
Oh, he timed that counter well.
Now cover. New champ incoming.
And the pin is broken by the champion.
He's still got more. Rollins on the move.
I don't even think cover for the title. Makes the cover. And a kick out. What on earth?
How?
Kicking out at one after that is unheard of.
How often do you see Seth Rollins come up that short, that close? He's got to be livid right about now.
Samoan drop. He's rising to his feet in a perilous situation.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the tribal chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap there? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine locked in far too long.
Well, the oxygen slowly circulating through Seth again, but I feel it's just a matter of time. The fun and games Rollins has been playing has pushed the tribal chief past his boiling point.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle. For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other. In the corner, has to find a way out of there. Reigns delivers a Superman punch. Not down yet. That could be enough to continue the reign. Into the cover. And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exorcised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but...
To make it this far, take skills, commitment, and heart. You earned the big wins in Showcase Classics matches. An incredible testament to who you are, but there is still history for you to create and challenges to be met. Will you prove to be the one? You know what? I will be the one. And guess who I'm choosing?
I'm the last guy to knock a revolution. I've led a few of those, you know.
I might choose.
I admire revolutionaries. I
There's two
respect
people I want to choose.
evolutionaries. They are the lifeblood of the bloodline. So when Solo Sikoa seized the moment and became the tribal chief in Roman Reigns' absence, I didn't like it. I don't even think I respected it. But something deep down in me admired it. That took some forward thinking. I'm the chief now! Now we all know what happened when the OG bloodline, led by Roman Reigns, faced the new rogue bloodline, led by Solo Sikoa, in the War Games. But there was a discussion here while planning the WWE 2K25 showcase that has me, your wise man, admittedly a little intrigued. What if War Games was limited to only OG bloodline, no honorary uses, versus Solo's rogue bloodline, no honorary uses? It's 4-on-4 Roman Reigns. The Usos, Sami Zayn, versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and the most dangerous new competitor WWE has ever seen, the Samoan werewolf Jacob Fatu. What happens then? This is your moment to determine who is the real bloodline. This is your moment to determine who is the only bloodline. This is where the bloodline's legacy and the bloodline's future is in your hands.
You know, I'm with the OG. I'm sorry. I gotta go with the OG. It's just me, Oos. Day one. Me, Oos. Day one. Let's get it, man.
The following contest is the men's War Games match. The rules of the match are as follows. 2 teams will be contained in separate cages, with 1 member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The first member to enter will come from the advantaged team. Once all competitors have entered. War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit. And now, let the War Games begin!
The Bloodline is in chaos. This wrestling dynasty is on the brink of collapse.
This conflict goes far beyond acknowledgement, Michael. This man and the original Bloodline are fighting for their livelihood.
Introducing first, from San Francisco, California, weighing in at 242 pounds, main event, Jey Uso!
This man and the rest of the original Bloodline is under attack. The new Bloodline will do whatever it takes to wipe out the old guard.
But this man and the rest of his crew will not go down without a fight. This is a power struggle that could not be contained by a traditional 20-by-20 ring. He's ready to bring the heavy fire to the new Bloodline.
The original Bloodline was created with the wisdom of the elders, but this man and the new Bloodline are destroying what was built.
Well, this conflict was unfathomable until now. The new Bloodline is ready to hunt.
And from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf, Jacob.
The new Bloodline does not live by a code. They do not act with honor. This man says the OG Bloodline will suffer the consequences of their disloyalty.
We are looking at a heavy hitter with pure malice in his eyes.
And he's looking to make his name at the expense of the old guard of the Bloodline.
The OG Bloodline have never faced a threat like this.
The island of relevancy is no more. The OG Bloodline is fighting bloodthirsty savages who will feast on whatever they can.
There will be no hesitation in pulling the trigger, and the OGs have got to match that ferocity.
And gentlemen, it is time for Bloodline War Games. Roman Reigns, the Usos, and Sami Zayn versus Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu.
Both of these sides have a deep and abiding hatred for one another. Solo felt he was held down. His crew never called up during Roman's time as the tribal chief.
But most of the men on Roman's side were unceremoniously removed from the Bloodline courtesy of Solo Sikoa. And those who weren't have faced continued attacks from the new Bloodline.
And the winners tonight are very likely to be considered the true Bloodline by the WWE Universe. Let's see who comes out on top tonight. Suplex! Solo Sikoa lead. The new Bloodline has called himself the head of the table, called himself the tribal chief.
And when he asked the WWE Universe to acknowledge him, we're hearing more and more of the crowd agree.
Well, Solo has grown in power with big wins and title reigns, but this is his biggest test yet. If his crew can defeat Romans, Sikoa will be everything he says he is and more.
A lot to prove from the new Bloodline tonight, gentlemen. This is not going to be nice. This is going to be nasty.
It's all about winning, no matter what it takes.
And in just a moment, the numbers advantage set to come into play here.
It's going to take a certain kind of willpower to keep going after being taken down like that.
I think tonight is going to be a breakout performance for Jacob Fatu. So much raw talent in that young man.
Every Bloodline member, new and old, is a generational athlete. but Jacob seems to be a step ahead of every one of these men at times. Many already believe Jacob can take the mantle as the leader of the Bloodline. If he's the one to earn the victory tonight, his time as the tribal chief may come sooner than anyone thinks. Look at the amount of members on each team now. This truly has the potential to become one-sided. It's a good. Right on the mark.
Big right hand. Having a little bit of fun now.
And Jey Uso having a little fun with another.
Oh, from the top. Jacob Fatu cuts him off.
Ooh. Oh. Hold on here. What good reason does he have to be climbing up the cage now? Looking for a belly-to-back suplex.
Suplex into the neck breaker. Time is ticking away. Shortly we'll have a fresh competitor to even the odds.
Stop right to the gut.
And now looking even worse for wear.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer a good defense will even matter at this point. Tanga Loa now entering the fray of Bloodline War Games.
Boom! A forearm smack. 8 men in this war, but one seems to be fighting his own internal battle. That man, Jimmy Uso.
He's currently on Team Roman, but this might be an instance of the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Well, Jimmy had clashes with Roman. He went to war with his brother Jey, but the men who put Jimmy on the shelf for months stand across the ring. Jimmy's out for every member of Solo Squad tonight, and he'll deal with the rest of his fractured family later.
For a good measure. And saw what was coming there. Oh! Jey Uso with a big punch. Now he's yeeting along. It's gotta be a bit tough for Jey to stand up against this team. Some close allies, but some enemies he's yet to forget.
We've seen the wars that Jey has waged with his cousin Roman, with his brother Jimmy, but he needs to put that aside tonight.
And Jey has the title wins and big victories that earned him the main event moniker. But if he's the one to put away the new Bloodline, he will truly be the main event of War Games.
Timer's almost up. This next entry gives their team the advantage inside the cage. Oh, God, that hurt.
Climbing up the War Games cage, headed for the top. Uso.
But now here's Jey Uso.
Jacob Fatu's got a problem here.
Looks like the impending numbers advantage isn't enough for him.
And into the turnbuckle he goes. Into the cage now, and the numbers advantage is locked in.
Jamie Davis really building a sense of self-worth.
Yeah, but part of that self-worth came from defying Roman, from defeating the
A long way down from there, but it looks like he has a plan.
Don't do it! Looking to do a little clanging and banging with that sledgehammer. Whoa, that's it. That's got to be it.
crash and burn from the top of the cage.
Ooh, and he stops that offense.
Nice sit-out powerbomb. Will Jey take advantage?
Elbow drop. But meanwhile, Zayn has this wrapped up.
From the top. I think we know what he's thinking, and it's on the top.
And seconds left before the odds are evened here. More attacks landing above the neck.
Things have to be getting a little fuzzy here.
Tonga was lost out there. Could mean the end's coming soon. Tonga looking to get wild inside War Games alongside his bloodline. No escape from these punches.
And with every additional hit to the head, you wonder if he should stay in this fight.
That's up to him and the referee. But I agree, this is concerning.
And guys, this is what War Games is all about. Both bloodlines looking at all in the ring.
The old guard and new school trading their biggest shots in one of the most dangerous environments in all of WWE.
If there's one man here with the most to prove, it's got to be Tonga Loa.
We've often seen that the man with the most to prove ends up being the difference maker in war games.
Many folks think Tom Maloa is just a foot soldier for Solo. But let's not forget, this man is this top man.
What a forearm. Jacobs planning something here. Drives his opponent down with a Uranage.
He's heading to the top turnbuckle.
Oh, you can tell he's feeling it now. This fight is pumping him. That was vicious. Jimmy with a game ender. Good grief. A stop sign flew like it was a frisbee.
The countdown hurtling towards a shift to the status quo. Tama doesn't seem as composed after that.
Destructive offense from Jimmy. And the tribal chief is now entering Bloodline War Games.
The WWE Universe is absolutely on fire right now.
I can barely hear you, Byron. I'm loving this.
Wait a second. He's going up the wall from the top. Every successive move is putting their opponent in a dicey situation. If you're on the opposite side of this entry, you are bracing for a fight. He came crashing down into a perilous position between the two rings. Oh, man.
Now looking at Jay, and that was an efficient form of offense with that move.
Jay can seal it here. Foot in the corner now.
Landing a big hit with that hammer.
What in the world? That's a hammer. You can't just throw a hammer.
Table's broken in half. Don't worry, though. There might still be more around here somewhere.
Clock counting down. A sigh of relief can surely be breathed once the next competitor enters. He's in a bit of agony now.
And now the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, joining Bloodline War Games.
Look at Jey Uso going top rope.
Top rope. David Fatu's able to dunk that. Getting out of harm's way.
Reigns put a stamp on this one. End of the line for Zayn. Super kick.
Climbing to the top. What's he?
Top rope.
Meanwhile, it's Jimmy.
Will Jimmy seal this up? Double axe handle finds them all.
Snap suplex. And it plays like a Uso.
Jay nailed all of it. Reigns has identified the target. Still alive.
And that DD's going for the pin for the win. Uso.
That could put Tama down for good.
And King Corbin wins 4 games.
The new bloodline has fallen.
Here are your winners, Roman Reigns, Jimmy and Jey Uso, and Sami Zayn, the Bloodline.
Unbelievable. Man's original Bloodline crew found a way to work together and reestablish their dominance. You may not know who your brother or enemy is by their last name, but when you're in battle, look to your left, look to your right. That's family. And this is the one true Bloodline.
Okay, a little bit out of character for your wise man, but that was a little bit difficult for me to watch. Seeing this family splinter into two groups, fighting against each other, it breaks my dark heart. But they're all grown men, and you settled the issue. Now let's give Solo credit. Forming Team Solo was, of course, his usual backup of Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, the sons of Haku, feared as one of the baddest men to ever walk planet Earth. Along with them, the Samoan werewolf, Jacob Fatu, son of Tama, also known as TK All Day, the Tonga Kid, another fearsome competitor from WWE's golden era. But did you know that Haku and Tama once comprised one of WWE's most impressive tag teams? Haku had been considered family by the Dynasty for years on end, and his teaming with Tama, brother of Rikishi, solidified this for eternity. The Islanders were a formidable test for any tag team in WWE in the late 1980s, competing against teams like the Hart Foundation and the British Bulldogs. Initially fan favorites, the two would embrace a more hard-nosed approach and even teamed up with WWE Hall of Famer Bobby the Brain Heenan, finding even more success. The team flawlessly merged aerial excellence, martial arts mastery, and some good old-fashioned Islander grit. Perhaps their most infamous moment saw them actually dog-nap Matilda, mascot of the British Bulldogs, showing that they were willing to do literally anything to throw opponents off their game. Both men are still revered today as two of the real legit tough guys in the industry, names that instill fear simply upon mention, and they absolutely taught their children well. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, Fatu hurls his body at opponents from much like Islander Tama in his TK All Day heyday. For their inclusion in the 2K25 showcase, we find the Islanders in a dream match, taking on another team that has mastered the air, ground fighting, and has their own brand of swag that keeps opponents guessing at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about the Street Profits. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins have put together one hell of a run in WWE, and the perennial tag team champions are going to find themselves in an unfamiliar setting, taking on Haku and Tama in a best 2 out of 3 falls match. Anyone can sneak a win out, but Haku and Tama often competed in this type of match to fully demonstrate the superiority to their opponents. And you can bet that they're out to do the same thing to Angelo and Tez. So get out there and showcase the tag team mastery that the Islanders used to terrorize their opponents. Lift your party cups and take one last sip for the Street Profits. And don't worry, no one will hold you responsible for the damage you and the Islanders caused them. Because I assure you, the Islanders can handle the smoke.
Oh, all right.
It is time for the Street Profits to get themselves some of the Islanders.
Well, with all due respect to the smoke and the party cups, but AD and Tez need to up their game. This could be the Profits' night, but it's not going to be easy.
The Profits possess tremendous athleticism. but so do the Islanders. And let's not forget, the Islanders have Bobby Heenan in their corner.
The following contest is a 2-out-of-3 falls match. Making their way to the ring at a combined weight of 492 pounds, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
The Islanders are known for innovative double-team offense, but they're looking to do more than just beat the Profits.
Well, under the Brains' incomparable tutelage, the Islanders have become smarter and more brutal.
Tez and Dawkins better have their third eye open and their heads on a swivel.
The Street Profits had better be ready for what's coming.
Tez and Dawkins have to be ready to deal with any shortcut the Islanders can find.
And their opponents, accompanied by Bobby Heenan, at a combined weight of 499 pounds, Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
We know the Islanders are as vicious as they come, but the Street Profits excel in all forms of chaos.
Yeah, Corey, but the Islanders have a plan and will stop at nothing to carry that out.
But the Profits will have to truly compete as a team to overcome the odds in this 2-out-of-3 falls match.
The truth is, I don't know if Ford and Dawkins have faced a team as dangerous as Haku and Tama.
And the Street Profits are going to have to execute a next-level plan to take down the Islanders and Heenan.
The Islanders and Street Profits facing off here in a 2-out-of-3 falls match. Two teams that mix high flying and hard hits with ease. This is going to be exciting.
The Islanders move at such speeds that you can't take your eyes off them for a second. The Street Profits have got to be at their best if they hope for a win tonight.
You can tell that Haku and Tama want to end the party for Dawkins and Ford. Luckily, they have the biggest party pooper in WWE in their corner in the form of the Weasel, Bobby Heenan.
Ooh, nasty shot to the throat. A 2-out-of-3 falls match is a different beast and a bit of a rarity in tag team competition. But one of these teams actually has a bit of a history with the stipulation.
Yeah, Cole, the Islanders have a history of success in multi-fall matches and in high-profile situations, no less. They competed in the main event of the first Royal Rumble event in this kind of match and won it in 2 straight falls.
They also won a 2-out-of-3 falls match on Saturday night's main event. Bottom line, the Islanders are more than ready for this. Hopefully, the Street Profits are quick learners.
2-out-of-3 falls matches are a unique test. Corey, break it down for us. What's going through the Profits' minds here?
Well, Tez and Dawkins cannot allow themselves to get frustrated because if you lose your cool, you lose your focus and you start to make mistakes.
There's a little more room for error in a multi-fall match, but not much when the competition level is this high.
Tag made.
Look, I get that the Islanders are brutal, but when I look at Haku, I kind of see something royal about him.
Are you kidding me, Saxton? Haku's a big, mean dude who loves to brawl. Nothing about him says royalty.
No, Bobby Heenan does.
From behind, shoulders down.
And a shoulder in the air.
Close call, but not enough yet.
Sent right into the corner.
There's the tag.
When it comes to teamwork, few do it better. Oh, devastating.
Something that Tez and Dawkins need to watch out for tonight is the presence of Bobby the Weasel Heenan. He'll do anything for his clients.
Don't you dare disparage the brain, Saxton. Heenan is indeed a wise man who has quickly brought the Islanders up the ranks. They'll be tag champions in no time.
Boom, nice. Tama way up high.
Oh, schoolboy! Shoulders down here!
Can he do it here? He decides this isn't the moment.
Hope he doesn't miss his chance because of this choice.
chop combination.
Across the forehead and right to the chest and then the throat. Wicked.
So many accolades for Dawkins and Ford. Triple Crown Tag Team Champions, multiple WrestleMania wins. This win could be another major feather in their cap.
Oh, hold on. Is he thinking of a submission here?
Dawkins' attack gets reversed. Ooh.
Oh, what a headbutt. On the mark.
Tama carrying the momentum in this match.
The Islanders putting a beating on the Street Profits.
Placed him in the corner here.
Peerless position for him to be in here. I don't like the looks of this on the second rope.
Almost took their arm off.
What an arm drag.
And you have to think the effects of that maneuver are going to linger.
Heavy body shots. Whipped hard. What a clothesline.
We're watching two great teams at work right now, but with the talent at this level in the ring, you have to wonder, are there any possible breakout single stars here?
Every one of these men has that sort of potential, Michael. I mean, Montez Ford has had moments of single success, competing in many high-profile matches on his own.
Though you'd be doing a great disservice to Angelo Dawkins, who has an equally impressive skill set should he go solo. And of course, both Islanders competed separately for a time in WWE before joining up. So you know that Tama and Haku can once again dominate as single stars.
Make a wish.
He gets the tag.
Oh, what a clothesline. Arms are trapped.
Tied up in a headbutt from behind.
Oh. Drop kick hits hard, lands harder. The roll-up. Will it be?
He clearly wants to dish out more punishment.
He's getting fired up now, really feeding up this crowd.
Being set up in the corner for something.
Wicked clothesline.
Big back body drop.
He may get the 3 count right here.
I think so.
He got the shoulder up in time.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank. This is a big night for the Street Profits. Their party cups are filled to the brim tonight. I took a sniff of it, and it nearly knocked me out.
I've seen tap water knock you loopy, Saxton, but I know for a fact that the Profits have the strong stuff in hand tonight. In fact, I've heard the Islanders plan on taking a victory swig after this match.
They can definitely handle it, Corey. Tama and Haku have very strong heads.
My God, the Islanders continuing the assault. The Street Profits just don't know the word quit. This is not just about winning. This is about taking over.
He's headed up high. Watch out.
Big elbow drop.
That's using your head.
I'm glad the Islanders are able to compete tonight. I was worried they'd have to serve another suspension.
Oh, what a phony charge that was. Heenan and the Islanders did an amazing job as dog sitters, and they got punished for it. Then again, the corrupt president who handed out that suspension also vacated the WWE Championship for no good reason.
Yeah, Corey, there's just too many things to correct you on there.
Kick right to the face.
Fired hard into the corner. It crashes to the mat. Oh, he cuts it off. The Street Profits having a bit of trouble here against the Islanders.
There's just something about the Anawahi family that Tez and Dawkins can't quite overcome.
Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, and of course the Usos. Every person with bloodline affiliation has been a real problem for the Prophets. Let's see if their fortunes change against the Islanders.
And Ford's resolve might be wavering here.
The Islanders straight up crushed. The Islanders make the tag. Haku and Tama planning something big here. Double team Savate kick. And the Islanders just sent the Prophets up in smoke. Watching. Bullseye. Cover.
2. He scores the ball.
Oh.
The Prophets battling with every ounce of their souls.
And the Islanders are unleashing a mauler.
Climbing up the corner.
Oh, look out. You gotta be kidding me.
From up top, right onto the target outside.
That is kicking things into a whole new gear.
Return fire from Montez Ford. Oh! And he's got to be in absolute agony right now.
Yeah, he's on his back foot now. Oh, there may be no escape from this. Haku with the target dip.
And would you look at that? He just let go of the submission.
Maybe he did the damage he meant to do and has something else in mind now.
Oh, that'll turn your skin red. What could Haku be looking for?
Oh, look out.
Elbow drop.
We thought it was going to be the Street Profits going to the air this often.
The Islanders beating Angelo and Montez at their own game now. And into the corner he goes.
That's a good tag.
Tag made, double team. Gonna send their opponent across the ring into the ropes, and
here it comes. Big time impact.
Look at this. Snap suplex. And he's going to the top.
Punch right in the head.
Heavy body shots. Whipped hard. What a clothesline.
Climbing up the turnbuckle here.
He has him lined right in his sights. Up high. Crossbody from the top. Going for the win. Not letting up.
Second fall for the Islanders. And they beat the Prophets.
Here are your winners. Tama and Haku, the Islanders.
What a matchup. The Islanders met the Street Profits at every turn in the air and the ground. This loss is going to hurt Dawkins and Ford for a long time.
Look, we saw tremendous tag teams do what they do best, but only one could win. And the Islanders stepped up and got the job done. Tama and Haku just proved they are the best tag team of any era.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have the words to convey how proud I am to have been part of this historic showcase. Having worked alongside this family, this bloodline, for so many decades, reliving moments that I got to experience firsthand has been a privilege of the highest order. Introducing you to WWE legends that I hold in such high esteem, and also spotlighting the modern day greatness their descendants have provided you in recent years, all to pay tribute to the greatest wrestling family I have ever known, has truly been my privilege. To be successful in this industry is a 1 in a billion chance. To see one bloodline continuously pump out superstar after superstar, champion after champion, generation after generation, is a testament not only to the skills they possess, but also to the work they put in to become absolute masters of their craft. And it cannot be stated any other way. This dynasty, this family, this bloodline has mastered every single solitary aspect of professional wrestling. And by reliving their magnificent history, you've begun your path of mastery as well. You've conquered former champions, righted some very egregious historical wrongs, survived war games, and even settled the question as to who the true tribal chief really is. You've unlocked WWE legends who are now ready to unleash their special brand of offense on current WWE superstars who didn't think they'd ever have to face these classic competitors like Haku or the Wild Samoans. It wasn't easy, and you definitely had to get a little oozy along the way. But you showed that bloodline spirit and determination, and now you stand at the top of the mountain. On behalf of WWE and the 2K families, we all thank you so very much for playing. And on behalf of every fan of this beautiful performance art known as professional wrestling, we thank you, the Anawa'i, Fatu, and Maivia clans, for decades of entertainment and generations of pure brilliance, for creating greatness with your hard work and sharing it with all of us so freely. Before we go, we do have one last surprise for you at home. Now that you've showcased your skills and earned a spot as an honorary Oos, it's time for you to choose who rules your WWE universe as the Tribal Chief. Is Roman Reigns still your Tribal Chief, or have you thrown in with the attempted coup by Solo Sikoa? Do you want to see Tamina finally rule over everyone? Or is it TK all day, every day, don't you say? Regardless of who you choose, you've earned the right to acknowledge your tribal chief.
All right, who should I choose? Yeah, because he is the High Chi. You know I gotta go with my boy The Rock. It's
The following match is the
It's history.
Showcase.
It's tradition. He needs to be the tribal chief.
The winner of this match will be acknowledged as your
He's the only one that can hold the Ulafala other than Roman Reigns.
The rules of the
Only
match
one.
are as follows. 2 superstars will start in the ring. When one superstar is eliminated, a new superstar enters. Eliminations can occur by pinfall, submission, disqualification, or countouts. The match will be won if the first entrant eliminates all other entrants in the match.
The Bloodline Gauntlet match begins here, gentlemen, with our first entrant.
A superstar with a daunting challenge ahead.
And from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 2.
Wow. How's this for an opening opponent in a gauntlet match?
Makes you want to throw in the towel before the bell even rings.
From Sacramento, California, weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf, Hatu.
And on the other side of this first hurdle, just one of the Bloodline's most savage and powerful.
All right, let's get it.
History being made right here. The most prestigious family in the history of our business is at war with one of their own members, and tonight will be a battle to set order to the entire bloodline.
An uphill battle is what it will be. You have the toughest set of competitors trying to dash your dreams of being recognized as the head of the table.
Oh, Rock answers back.
We know the lineup we are seeing tonight is exceptionally talented. Each one is capable of taking anybody to their breaking point.
Yeah, but I think our prime challenger has a chip on their shoulder. As dangerous as this lineup looks, I do believe the most dangerous individual is the one who's taken them all on.
Just ruthless. That was just wrong. You should be a better person than that. Oh, ouch. Ooh, stinging kick.
Up on their shoulders.
Down in a hurry. Oh.
Is it?
Take it over. Go for the win here.
No, he kicks out, and he goes for the pin.
And now a pin of their own.
And a Rock kicks out, showing his determination there with that kick out.
Bam.
Many gauntlet matches have happened in WWE, but with this one being...
Hey, this a gauntlet, right? Damn, DQ's on.
In all bloodline, is there anything special a combatant should consider?
Well, everyone in the family is physical, but this battle will only be won with a clear mind. A focus on the opponent in front of you instead of the next one through the curtain is paramount. If you're thinking about who's next...
These two are clearly fired up, going blow for blow. Neither competitor is backing down. The fight is on, and it's furious. Ooh!
Nothing pretty here, just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Oh!
His body has to be racked with pain.
The Rock now opting for submission. Opting for... Looking for the sharpshooter.
Now the sharpshooter's in. Trying to roll. They're back. They do when they get out.
Oh! Right across the throat.
Trading back and forth blows now.
Oh, man.
Back and forth, neither one giving up any ground.
Giving up now is not an option. They have to finish this.
Just teeing off with that fight forever vibe. Toe-to-toe, treating each other like heavy bags. Boom!
You can feel the contact, and so does the WWE Universe.
Clothesline! Off with their head. Jacob Fatu in a compromised position. Can Jacob Fatu come back from that?
Two! He stays alive, he stays alive!
He is just barely still in the fight. I don't know how many more times he's going to be able to kick out after that. That was too close for comfort.
The Rock reformulate.
Here it comes! Rock bottom! Follow people's champ. Rock got it. I think it's over. Two!
It's all over for Jacob Fatu. No match for the gauntlet.
I don't even know the entry pool at this point, but I know we got fights for days left in this one.
Next into the gauntlet, we've got the one and only Tongaloa.
Clothesline! And as cruel as this match might seem, let's not forget, this is family. And right or wrong, however a family settles their disputes needs to be respected.
Well, one can even ask if this is a fight to fix a family or a night to control an entire business.
It's hard to say, Byron, when the family business is all about fighting. Tongaloa is waiting a bit right now.
The Rock reaching that other level. Clothesline! Pretty drop kick.
Tongaloa being neutralized there.
Yeah, The Rock is already electrifying the WWE Universe in this one.
Oh, what a response. And let's not lose the reason for this match. The right, no, the honor to have sole possession of the seat that stands at the head of the table.
Double leg takedown, could be looking for a submission here. Can they step through? Yes, the sharpshooter is applied.
This is the moment when you're desperate to find a counter.
Trying to find an escape. Look at...
He's trying to push himself up, and that'll cause a break.
Oh, my God. Vicious backbreaker.
Effective dodge there. Ooh, clothesline delivered.
It seems like this match is becoming something of an uphill battle for him. We've seen this before. The Rock setting up.
Fighting out of the situation.
Swinging neck breaker. That'll do some serious damage.
Vicious, insulting. Ooh.
Shocking inside cradle.
Small packages, Kabir.
And he kicks out of the pin and one. Wow.
What impact. Both wrists captured.
Man, knee strike. The Rock just got checked in.
Oh, my God.
I'm absolutely stunned. A display of near superhuman resilience.
After seeing that, it's hard to imagine what it's going to take to keep this competitor down.
Just dished out his most devastating offense, and you got to be wondering if he's thinking,
Take off.
and he turned it around.
And The Rock is finally changing the tempo with that attack.
Could be the tide turner The Rock desperately needed.
superstars waiting to take their turn. Lots of match left to go.
Next into the gauntlet, we've got the one and only Jey Uso.
Some good contact by Jey Uso.
On point. Oof. Rock moves in the nick of time.
And he has an answer for Jey. Bang! Climbing to the top turnbuckle now. From the top.
All the way to the outside. Putting it all on the line and coming up.
Big with a breathtaking move.
Agonizing.
Tossed back into the ring.
Look at this, just stop after stop after stop. You want to control the tempo, you want to dictate the pace. That right there is how you do it.
Goodness, that hurt the shoulder.
Ooh, connects on the kick.
And a stomp to the gut.
And it's Jey being on the receiving end of some fury there.
You can almost feel the intensity coming from The Rock on that attack.
Natural athletic ability shown by The Rock.
Going for the cover, hold on.
They're cheating. Come on, Ref. Strong kick out there.
Getting that shoulder up seemed to be pretty easy.
Firing with a straight shot there. Answering back. Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up.
It looks like we've got ourselves a brawl here. Two titans trading strikes and refusing to back down. Boom! Two fighters putting their haymakers on.
Looks like we got ourselves a hockey fight.
That shot ends things. And Jey took a solid hit that time. Big clothesline.
Uh-oh. He's quick to get out of the way there.
To the face. What a redirect.
Can't prepare your face for that.
And now Jey is getting beaten down.
The Rock's opponent needs to know his role. Right a belly.
The Rock telling his opponent to get their candy, you know what, over here.
Turn it around to hit a DDT with authority.
Oh, that might have just broken something.
And there's The Rock still mounting some electric offense.
The SmackDown Hotel might be filling its vacancy soon.
Counter by The Rock.
Rock finally finding an answer to that onslaught.
But Rock has to keep the pedal at full throttle while he has the opening.
Just ruthless.
The Rock, can you smell it?
Somehow Jey's got to turn the momentum around. Double leg step through. Uh-oh. You know what's coming next.
Legendary Scorpion Deathlock.
Look at the torque.
Main event Jey Uso's big dreams.
He's trying to push himself up, and that'll cause a break.
Oh, that's gonna sting.
Uh-oh.
And it can be all over for Jey.
2 count. That's it. Jey Uso's been eliminated from this gauntlet match.
There goes one competitor, but there's still plenty of time and plenty of obstacles left in this one. Now entering the gauntlet is
is
Yokozuna ready for action.
And Corey, there's more than family pride on the line tonight. Everyone in WWE is watching, wanting to know this challenge can be conquered.
And think about the bragging rights if you run through the gauntlet of one of the most prestigious families in all of wrestling. You will automatically be considered the toughest badass walking this earth.
They are deep into this match, and you have to think that their stamina is running out.
Yeah, at this point in the match, it starts to feel like you're fighting in mud.
Draped across the top rope.
Clubbing forearm.
Ooh, right to the gut.
Face buster.
Really just laying it in.
Stop after stop after stop. No respect being shown whatsoever with those stomps.
The stomp in every single part of his body. Put into the corner. What could be next?
Clothesline in the corner. And now Yokozuna.
The Rock about to hit the most electrifying move in all of sports entertainment. People's elbow. Picture perfect from the Rock.
A big kick to the gut.
And a thunderous forearm to follow.
Countering that offense.
Oh, man, drop kick. Just refusing to give up. Continues fighting. Taking on their opponent, looking to step through, and the sharpshooter is applied.
And ropes forced to break.
That'll give him a sense of relief.
Oh, clothesline.
Ooh. You can feel the energy from the millions and millions all around the world.
And that was taking the attack to the competition with that one.
Oh, my goodness.
Ooh. Just mounted with punches and not.
And a stomp to the gut.
And he's coming to, about to stumble his way into danger. Uh-oh. About to hit. Yes, right back. Yokozuna looks out of it.
There's two. And a kick out.
A behemoth like Yokozuna kicking out of that? That has to make you wonder what it'll take to keep him down.
And guys, The Rock is not happy with that result. Thought it was over, but the kick out surprised him. Electrifying offense from the Brahma Bull.
Yeah, now Yokozuna's got to turn the momentum around.
Stop after stop after stop.
Attack after attack on target.
Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Right in the breadbasket.
And he retaliates.
He finally trying to end this right now. Oh, wait a second.
Feeder on the ropes. This is illegal.
Still going to take a massive effort to keep him down. Effective arm drag.
Just a continuous rush on Yokozuna here.
Absolutely. The Rock is breaking his opponent down.
What a barrage of stomps.
Bullseye.
Yokozuna now being sized up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, able to counter the attack with a hip toss.
Listen to this place.
Rope break ends the hold.
Good ring awareness. Tension is mounting as he eyes his target. Did you see that?
And the hip attack finds the mark. Another targeted attack to his head and neck area. He has to be careful.
Hooked up. Nothing fancy there. Spinning Uranagi.
Clothesline. Yoko says this one's over. Onside drop.
Yokozuna has him on Dream Street.
Very few superstars possess the fortitude to do what we just witnessed.
Very few? How about almost none? This match just went to the next level.
And absolutely no idea how that didn't work out in Yokozuna's favor. You can tell he's shocked.
Taking on their opponent, looking to step through.
He lets go of the hold, but I don't see any reason for it.
No telling what's going on in his mind right now, Michael. Here it comes. The Rock has definitely an unorthodox strategy. He must have something else planned. Uh-oh. About the The Rock got all of it.
Is it enough? The cover! And that's the end of this gauntlet for Yokozuna.
5 more challengers left to go. Can it be done? This gauntlet just got more interesting with the arrival of Jamal.
Gets caught with a punch. Drop kick. Ooh. Oh, foot just stomping down.
Oh, my God.
And he gets directed into the corner.
Non-stop blows.
Ball just getting knocked around.
Showing exactly why he's the great one.
And that move might have crossed the line.
That was showing great awareness of positioning, placing yourself between the ref and your opponent.
The Rock is heading up top.
From the top. Oh, gosh. That looked like a bad landing.
And able to beat Jamal to the punch.
And the Rock is finally changing the tempo with that from the top.
Oof, nobody home. Shoved into the ropes and attacking the lower back.
Rock with the arm clutch into the...
And a DDT.
The Great One has become relentless.
You gotta wonder, what does this do to Jamal's confidence?
From the top.
I don't care how much you train, you can't prepare for a commercial airline to come crashing down on you like that.
No! Kick out at 2.
I mean, you gotta think he's just one final blow away from not kicking out next time.
Into a dragon screw leg whip.
Quick thinking by The Rock.
Oh, man, he is more than fired up right now.
running FTO plants him.
Nicely done. Lifts their opponent's legs.
Ouch. That's one way to get your opponent out of the corner.
Going to the top rope. What's his plan?
Lift off. Oh, man, he landed rough there.
Off the ropes.
Oh, what a massive haymaker down low.
He's finding himself in some territory.
Rock.
The sharpshooter.
It's hooked in deep. His body's overcome with pain. Is he gonna fade?
Oh, I can feel the agony.
He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go.
I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand. Here it comes. That can be Jamal's demise.
Cover. 2 count. And so Jamal is through in this gauntlet match.
The war rages on. 4 more combatants await the call to fight. And now it's Jimmy entering the gauntlet.
What great.
Uh-oh.
With the counter.
The noise surging through this arena is ridiculous.
It's the echoes of the universe witnessing a war. There it is, the People's Punch. Oh, man. Inside out.
Clothesline.
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
Demoralizing spot for Jimmy Uso.
I think The Rock's opponent can smell it, guys.
Draped across the top rope.
Flying forearm. From the top.
Piercing elbow.
Came down like a lead balloon.
2. Oh, he kicked out.
He's determined to keep this matchup going. Ooh. Stop after stop after stop.
You got to wonder if there's more animosity in this match than we previously thought.
Agonizing.
The Rock now has a leg up in this match.
Jimmy here in a disheartening position.
One step ahead there.
Back and forth, trading reversals. Ooh. Several reversals. Neither superstar able to penetrate their opponent's defense. Oh, what a clothesline.
He could be starting to really struggle in this match.
Seated. Punched. My goodness. There's some power behind that punch.
Finds the room to land a back elbow.
Look at this raiding right hands.
It's non-stop blows.
Oh, counters right into the breadbasket.
Uh-oh. Picture perfect from The Rock.
There's 2. So long to Jimmy Uso. He couldn't finish the gauntlet tonight.
Another elimination, but we've still got 3 entrants on deck. And now we've got Tama stepping up in this gauntlet match.
And at this point in the gauntlet, are you gentlemen stunned by how long this combatant has been able to survive?
Look, you should never...
Double leg takedown on their opponent. Trying to step through. And the sharpshooter.
He's trying to push himself up, and that'll cause a break. And that canceled out Tama's offense. Looks like that really got him there.
Yeah, The Rock putting focus to the task at hand.
Down in a hurry. Getting to his feet, but he doesn't know what's waiting. Uh-oh.
It's do or die for Tama.
Well, Tama has been eliminated.
And after this, 2 more entrants to go. And now it's Maivia entering the gauntlet.
as we get deeper into this war for the head of the table, the WWE Universe has gained hope. They're starting to believe a miracle is possible tonight.
The energy in the arena has shifted. Members of the Bloodline may have expected things to be over by now, but somehow one of their own has proven to be defiant in the face of all challengers.
Attack after attack is smothering Peter Maivia.
Absolutely. The Rock is breaking his opponent down. And the clothesline.
Big clothesline. Maivia facing a bit of a roadblock there.
Double leg takedown, could be looking for a submission here. Can they step through? Yes, the sharpshooter is applied.
He's in a bad position now.
Resisting as much as he can, but for how much longer?
He's trying to push himself up, and that'll cause a break.
Great timing on that knee to the gut. There it is! Picture perfect from The Rock.
Oh, he kicked out.
Not about to go quietly into the night. That took some serious endurance, I'll give you that. Here it comes. The Rock bottom. The Rock got all of it.
Two. Peter Maivia headed for this gauntlet match.
This has been an odyssey, and now it comes down to the final entrant. And looks like Naomi is fully prepared for the gauntlet.
Bro, really? Really? Naomi, really?
Power drop kick. One final adversary stands in the way. The road has been tumultuous, but the finish line is in sight.
Finish the job on your fellow brethren, and there will be no question as to who sits at the head of the table. Power slam.
Up on their shoulders.
Down in a hurry.
The Rock letting his opponent know exactly what he thinks of him.
Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point.
From the apron. Whoa, what a landing. Oh. Devastating punch right to the face.
Devastating flourish from The Rock here.
Naomi needs to be resourceful in this situation.
Oh, the dreaded claw to the shoulder. Man. Whip back into the ring. And she quickly turned that around.
Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Bam! She escapes the attack.
Focusing their attack on the arm.
Whoa, how about a punch?
Using the ropes.
Rock. Buster.
Down hard.
Slowly rising, looking like a very easy target here. There it is! Rock got it. I think it's over.
Two. Winner, and what a statement by The Rock.
The winner of this match, and official, your Tribal Chief, the Final Boss,
The battlefield was laid out. The gauntlet was fierce. Pain will live tomorrow. Scars will remain for life. But in this family, you will rule your own kin from a seat at the head of the table.
And that's it, y'all. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, man, this was a good showcase. Only thing I didn't like about it was the timing situation. The timing situation was terrible to me. They need to take that out the game or future games in general. But other than that, it was a good showcase. I enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, if you like this video, you know what I'm saying, like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, man, I'll catch y'all later, y'all. Deuces.